The future of the Young Start programme is really exciting. So the young people, they've started to share their voice, and it's time to shout from the rooftops their thoughts, their ideas, their opinions in terms of shaping sport for people with disabilities, but actually wider in society to start to influence and engage. These are the guys that are going to lead it.
When I originally signed up to the programme, it was for funding for a swimming teacher qualification. So that was my reason to get into it. But the thing is, when I joined, I had no idea of the things that I was going to do. I've been able to do so much more things. If you sign up to the Young Start programme, you end up with a huge amount of opportunity to do things that you'll find really, really useful and inspiring and important, which is good.
What's really lovely about the programme is that when people have achieved some of their goals that they set out to initially, some of the confidence and the independence in them has really risen, if you like, and they've come back and said, we want to stay part of this programme, we want to be in it for longer, how can we contribute to supporting other young people? So it gives them that opportunity for, I guess, young people to deliver to young people or young people to support other young people. So it's a really lovely connection actually that's now coming through the programme.
The Young Start programme is a way of young people coming together with their views and opinions of how we want to see disability sport change and try and become better for the future. It's about us bringing our skills and qualities, but also us learning different qualifications and new things to use for the future of Scottish disability sport.
The Young Start programme has really lived up to all of my expectations. So I've done different things like the first aid training, mental health first aid training, and I've done some peer mentoring as well. So that kind of like helps out because obviously we have our mentors and we are mentees, but we can actually mentor our peers and other participants, so that helps us in our coaching journey.
I feel like it gets people with disability that are into sports into the more coaching side of things. It kind of gives you qualifications, and if you're looking for jobs and stuff, it's good. Also, like your skills socially, you get to meet those new people and the confidence you gain through it as well. It's not just about getting the qualification and that's it. It's kind of like a lot more different things, so kind of like a wider range of skills we get to do.
The Young Start programme is an opportunity for young people with disabilities to develop the skills to becoming coaches or mentors. I got into it by being on the Young Person Sport panel, which got into the sport.
So the Young Person Sports panel works in really well with the Young Start programme. Both groups are young people that are passionate about sport, that want to grow in their sports as coaches, develop their skills, their confidence. We started the Young Person Sport panel back in 2015. And then when the Young Start programme came about, it just seemed to be a natural fit that both groups merged together. As SDS are moving into our new strategic plan, we find it a really important part that the young people in Young Start and the Young Persons panel are involved in that process. We use them as our key consultant group to make sure that however we shape our next 8 years, will be really focused on what they think is an important way forward.
So it's a really good group of people to actually get their feedback because they've been in the system with Scottish Disability Sport for many years, in some cases since they were very, very little. So they've been brought up in that system, they understand that system, and they can also give their voice in what can be improved and what they feel as a young person would have helped them and could possibly still help them.
It's really nice to have people in SDS really want to hear our voice, and I think people really trust that our voice has actually been listened to, and actually the young people are really, really valued, and their influence is going to be heard, which is good. So some of the things that we came up with were like engagement and participation is the most important, communication is the most important, making sure that SDS, people are really aware of SDS, so that if there are young people with a disability interested in sport, they know that they can go straight to SDS.
We've recently won an award for the Young Start programme for all about our coaching and volunteering in the past few years, all about how we can progress young people to learn about coaching, give them qualifications and moving them on. So when they were younger, they're the ones getting coached, but now they're the ones coaching other people. And that's why it's all about our development and improvement of coaching.
So my goals in the Young Start programme have been really personal, like building the confidence to go out and coach younger ones and older ones as well. Like my oldest athlete that I coach just now is in his 50s and my youngest is 3-year-olds. I couldn't do half of the success without Young Start. Like I would never have sat my swimming teaching I would never have pushed for my level 1 athletics and that without them.
So we are empowering the young people to really take a lead in this programme, and we've invited the young people to really give us feedback about what they want moving forward from the programme. And even better than that, there's now a group of young people who are currently looking at how do we secure funding opportunities for the future.
2 or 3 of us have been able to reach out ourselves to different organisations like SAMH and have a chat with them, and people like Scottish Sport Futures, and speak to them and seek their advice. And it's just been really good to have the opportunity to learn how to communicate, how to work with other people. It gives you a big confidence boost.
It's so lovely to see that they are taking the lead on that, to the point that I've not been to the meeting with them, which is great.
It's helped me majorly, like my confidence levels have went up. It's allowed me to show my insight, my opinion of disability sport, and like what I've seen over the years and what I've seen I want to maybe put my input in to try and change it to become better. And I think it's just made my confidence, my social skills, and being able to meet so many different people with different ranges of disabilities come together and create something that we never knew would happen.